Hi guys, welcome to another segment of the Healing Circle. Today is our episode or segment of What's on Your Plate. Today we're working with Chef Kyle to make a vegan chili. I'm going to turn it over to him.
Right, so awesome. Good, simple, healthy recipe for vegan chili. You want to start in a hot pan, just a little bit of oil down. Oil doesn't necessarily matter. You could use your avocado oil. We got olive oil here, but you could use vegetable oil, avocado oil, peanut oil if you want. I'm going to start off sauteing a little bit of a garlic. One yellow onion chopped. The wonderful thing about making stews and chilies, you don't have to be all extravagant with your knife skills. As long as they're uniformly cut, you don't have to worry about perfect chops, juliennes, all that fancy stuff. Going in with one diced bell pepper as well. A little mixy mix. And it's easier to make this quickly. You can always saute off the vegetables. Of course, this is going in a crock pot. You could theoretically put everything in the crock pot, just let everything cook down. But if you want it quickly, saute off all your vegetables until they're nice and tender first. Also going behind with 2 ribs of celery chopped and 1 carrot roughly chopped. We'll just let that work a little bit. It's important to season your food as you go. So salt and pepper. You can use regular salt if you want because it's going into chili and I tend to like a little bit of heat. I'm going with red pepper infused salt. So just salt it liberally. Of course, it's salt and pepper to taste with, like all cooking. A little bit of black pepper. Freshly cracked would be ideal. Let that work. Now while we're here, we're going to turn our crock pot on to high. And we're going to start working on the sauce. So the sauce, I'm going to take 2 tins of stewed tomatoes. Go right in there. Going to go behind that with liberal amount of, again, to taste. We'll go with, that's right about a 1/4 cup chili powder. Again, if you wanted to get fancy and make your own, you absolutely could. That's just some store-bought chili powder. Make sure these vegetables are working. Again, salt, pepper. Again, the key to cooking is cooking with your salt and pepper. If you season your food after it's cooked, you're going to have salty food. If you season it while you're cooking, you're going to have flavorful food. I'm personally not a huge fan of beans, so I only use 2 cans of beans in my chili. I know a lot of people who use more beans than they use anything else. But go behind that with 2 cans of white beans. Right into the pot. This is chili peppers in adobo. So chipotle peppers in adobo. You can find them in any Mexican aisle at the grocery store. This is 2 peppers chopped up with about a tablespoon of the adobo sauce that they sit in. That. Then just use your regular vegetable broth. Go about 1.5 cups of this into the pot. Up there. That a good quick stir. Again, this is as healthy as you're going to get with a chili recipe. Of course, she'll be able to explain more about the health benefits of some of this food, of course, but you could easily add anything to make this your personalized dish too as well. So, because you're going to let this sit in a crock pot for about 2 hours, you don't have to cook the vegetables all the way. I really just wanted to let them marry with some seasoning. Cook them a little bit. Of course, your carrots are going to take an hour or two to get tender, so they're not going to cook in the pan unless you burn the onions. You don't want to do that. Let everything marry for a little bit. I'd say let that go another 3 or 4 minutes. And as the onions turn translucent and they're fully cooked, we'll put everything into the pot and let it all cook together. Let the flavors meld for about an hour, 2. And again, great thing about cooking in a crock pot too is if you start this at the beginning of the day, you can just turn this down to low, go to work, go take part of your regular day, come home to a beautiful chili. The other thing going in here, and this is the start of the show, where you'd normally put beef or pork or turkey or any of your normal chili recipes. You can surprise your friends at the games with some sweet potatoes. We just roasted these off, diced them up nice and, say about 1.5 inches. Dice those up nicely. We'll put those right in the pot too. And again, that helps thicken the chili, and it makes it a substantial meal. Say that's probably about good. There's, again, right into the pot. Just because I added a bunch of stuff. Again, salt, pepper. Salt and pepper are your friends. Don't under-season your food. Under-seasoned food is boring. That's why a lot of home cooks get scared. But don't be afraid to play with spices. There we go. It's a nice, thick, hearty chili. Just gonna vegetable stock. Give it a little bit more vegetable stock just to give it a, just to give it a little bit more. That should be good. Again, it smells great, and what you're looking for is a nice stew-like consistency. It's going to thicken naturally with, your sweet potatoes, naturally reducing over time. So you want a nice stew-like consistency right as you're about to leave it. So I'll give it a good mix. I'm going to cover that. We're going to let that go for about 1 hour to 2. Let all the flavors meld. And when you come back, we're going to have a beautiful chili, and we're going to top it off with a little bit of coconut milk alternative. So what this is basically a dairy-free option for vegans of a coconut-type yogurt, and it tastes actually really good. It would make a great substitute for sour cream in this instance. And again, if you are vegan and looking for great products like this, it's a cool place to go. I will say, if you felt so inclined, you could put sour cream or cheese on it. That's up to personal opinion. But anyways, we're going to let this go for 1.5 hours. See you back then for our complete chili.
Hi guys, we're back, and the chili has been simmering for about 2 hours now. But I'm going to let Kyle take over because I'm about to try it out.
So again, let it go for 2 hours, and of course you can do this as long as you want. Like I said, you could start it in the morning before you go to work. Leave it on low in the crock pot for 8 hours. It's just going to be even more better. The longer the flavors meld, better it's going to be. But we cooked off the vegetables so we could have this ready in just 2 hours. It's a great, great chili. And again, you could add peppers to this, whatever you wanted to do to make it spicier for your palate. You could add jalapenos and roasted poblanos would do great in this. And just to serve it, we're also going to take a little bit of that vegan coconut yogurt we were talking about earlier. It makes a great sour cream substitute. Pass that along for Melissa to try, and it's a great, easy chili, super healthy, got a lot of vitamins, got a lot of great ingredients in there. Fresh vegetables, of course, are always important for any diet. Sweet potatoes are great, great ultimate health food. Really is a good dish.
All right, so it smells pretty good. Let's give it a try. It's very good, and I actually really like that non-dairy yogurt in here. That actually does add quite a bite to it. So very good. Very good. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's What's on Your Plate with Kyle. Hope to see you Wednesday on Food for Thought. And until then, please stay safe and stay healthy.